Do you know in many pageants, a winner is decided way before she even walks the stage? Yes, because the personal interview round tells the judges about everything they want to know about a contestant and then they decide who the winner or the finalist will be. So, if you're preparing for a pageant and want to know how to prepare for a personal interview, what happens inside the room, what kind of questions are there, then this video is just right for you. And towards the end, I've also talked about the questions that I was asked during my Miss Universe India personal interview round. Hi everyone, I'm Smriti Chabra, your Miss Universe Delhi 2025, and on this channel I make content around fashion, modeling and pageantry. So if you know someone who's interested around these topics, then you can share my channel link with them and make sure to like, share and subscribe. So a lot of you have actually asked and requested me to make a video around this topic, and I decided to break this into segments to make it easier for you all. And in the first part, I would want to discuss that what is a PI or a personal interview round. So it's nothing but a conversation between the contestant and the jury members or even a single judge. The basic intent behind this conversation is to know the contestant, to know their ideology, the way they think, the causes they believe in, who they are as a person. It's not an exam. You do not have to stress about it. There's nothing to actually stress about it because who knows more than you about you? So make sure that you do not lie and you're authentic about yourself. Don't make up stories. Just talk about what you've done, what you believe in, and whatever they ask, just give a genuine, true to heart answer. Second, let's talk about the interview format. So it basically depends from pageant to pageant and mainly on the franchisees, the international franchisees your particular pageant hold. So it can last up to 3 to 5 minutes and up till half an hour or 45 minutes. My personal interview round for Miss Universe India went up till 20 minutes, and the number of judges depends again on the availability, and the format is not specific. For our time there were 4 judges, but I've also seen pageants where there were 2 judges or even a single person can judge you. For my Miss Universe Delhi pageant, I had 2 people. So yeah, it can depend on person to person. There's no need to stress about it. They just want to know who you are and what your ideology is, because you are ultimately going to represent the organization and the country if you tend to win. Now, thirdly, let's talk about the interview etiquettes. I've written it down here so that I don't miss out on anything. Firstly, your posture matters. Do not slouch, sit straight on the chair. Ask before sitting. If they do not tell you to sit, don't sit. Then second, maintain an eye contact with every judge. So you do not have to talk to only one judge over there in the panel if there are many, because the other judges might feel neglected and that might affect your marking. Then speak clearly and calmly. There's no need to rush. Take deep breaths, hold and release. This is something that I do and it really helps. Then the outfit. Yeah, your outfits must be very elegant and comfortable. You should know about what you are wearing. They can also ask you the questions about the fabric of your outfit, who's the designer, what's the intention behind you wearing this particular outfit for the personal interview round. That happened with me, and that particular outfit made me win the Style Icon of the Year award for 2025, because I was wearing such intentional outfits throughout the journey. And when this question was asked to me during my personal interview, I explained the story behind it, and that's when I knew that I am winning that subtitle. Then your hair, makeup should be on point. Your nails must be nicely done. You must be hygienic. Try to have like a nice perfume or a roll-on yourself. Make sure that you are not smelling, bad while speaking as well. And then, I think these were the points that I should have mentioned in the start, but okay, nonetheless, you should always knock the door before entering. That's basic. And then greet the judges politely, each one of them, or looking at all of them at once and then greeting them. Yes, okay, so this was the third topic that I wanted to cover. Now let's understand the kind of questions you can be asked. So it's not a short thing that you'll be asked these questions only, but out of personal experience, I have, listed a few things out that were very common in almost every pageant that might help you. So the first thing that almost everybody asks you is, tell us something about yourself, or give us an introduction about yourself, tell us something that we already do not know about you. So things like that. Basically, the intent is that you have to describe yourself to the judges because not everybody in the panel will know you. So, to ask you further questions, they would want to know something about you. Then, the second thing would be, why do you want to join this pageant? Why do you want to win this pageant? Why are you here? Why should we pick you as the winner? So, these are the questions that can be asked in any form. Then, the third thing would be a cross questioning based on the information that you gave to the judges. So let's say I said I'm Smriti Chhabra. I'm based in Delhi. My roots are from Uttarakhand. I have done my BA LLB honors and I am a freelance model. I am representing Delhi at this national pageant. So I've given these 4-5 lines. So out of this, they can question me that, okay, you said that you are living in Delhi, but your roots are from Uttarakhand. Which city or state do you prefer? You have to be very mindful of what you say. I'm representing Delhi. So ideally, I should say Delhi because if you say Uttarakhand, they might cross question you. But if honestly you want to say Uttarakhand, then have a valid reason why you are saying Uttarakhand because they can again cross question you. As I said that I am a lawyer, but I am into modeling. So they can ask me, how did the switch happen? Which side or which profession do you like more? So from whatever you've given to them, they might cross question. And lastly, they can also ask you about your social cause, a thing that you deeply and truly believe in. Do not make it up. Genuinely say that this is something that I believe in. If you have done something about it, talk about it. But if you haven't done anything about it, say that I really hope that I am able to do this in the future. These are my ideas. This is my vision and I definitely would want to execute it. But if you haven't done anything, then do not lie about it because they're there in the jury, they're there in that position for years. They can easily make out a lie and that is definitely going to affect you negatively. So the fifth segment is, how do we prepare for it? Firstly, ask your friends, your siblings, your family members to ask you questions. I did that with my little sister and she's like, okay, you're going for a pageant. I would want to cross question you. And she started and it never literally ended, but it made me really spontaneous and I was able to answer more calmly. Second is, write your introduction or write a few things about you, maybe 15 things about you that are very unique, and then start questioning and cross questioning yourself out of those things. This is definitely going to help you in your personal interview. And last, and my favorite thing that I did was making the most of AI tools. So what I did was, on ChatGPT, I gave my introduction. I told them that I'm going for this pageant. I'm representing Delhi, my social cause, everything I could possibly tell, I told it. And then I asked it to cross question me out of those and also give me some pageant appropriate questions so that I can answer it. And I also asked it to rate me out of 10 as if I'm preparing for an international pageant. I also asked that, tell me what are my weaknesses and then improve it and send it back to me. So all of these things really help me, and whenever I used to get a little bit time here and there during the pageant, before the pageant, this was an exercise that I practiced without fail and it really helped me. Okay, so now quickly dig into the most awaited part of this video, that is my experience during my personal interview round in my Miss Universe India 2025 journey. So let's quickly talk about the jury members. I had the National Director of Miss Universe India. I had Miss Riya Singha, Miss Universe India 2024. I had the editor of Pristine Magazine. And there was another jury member. She was a pageant coach and I'm really sorry I can't remember the name. So yeah, these were the people in my jury panel. Then the first question that I was asked after the greetings was, Tell us a little about yourself, and I did that. And then they really complimented me on my outfit. As I told you, they were impressed by what I was wearing and how I described it. And the brand was Kiayo, and they make such really amazing outfits. They helped me with a lot of outfits that I collaborated with for the journey. Yeah, they also asked me about my advocacy, and I really work towards the well being of animals and children. So, the name of my project is Sanskar, and I explained them about this project and how I am working towards it and how I have been a part of it since years. Then the next question was, should beauty pageants have an age limit? So I was like, no, beauty pageants should not have an age limit. And then I was cross questioned that, okay, if beauty pageants shouldn't have an age limit, then why is there a teen category? I was like, oh yeah, I mean for teenagers, but I thought the age limit you are asking for the upper limit, which I'm glad that Miss Universe India or Miss Universe organization has removed for now. So the next question that I was asked was, what would you do if a mob is coming to stop you from your peaceful campaign? So this was a situation based question that I was given, and then I answered that. Then an interesting question came that I think everybody from the 2025 pageant and even the 2024 pageant was asked, that name three people you think are deserving and three people you think are not deserving, and you have to reason why. Everybody gave different answers, everybody gave different reasons, but make sure whatever reason you give, you are genuine again and you're authentic. Just don't say the name of a person you feel might win, but you are saying that, okay, this person is not deserving because you're jealous or you're envious of that person, because the judges will make that out. Make sure you're very honest in this question. And then a very basic question that I was asked was, what are your strengths and how do they make you different from the other contestants? So this was basically my personal interview round. There might have been a little more questions as well, which I cannot remember for now, but this is the gist of what I was asked during my interview round. So if you are preparing for an interview, just know that judges are not looking for perfection. They are looking for confidence, clarity, and authenticity. Just believe in yourself and you'll be halfway there. And if you found this video informative, then let me know in the comments that what was your favorite part and what would you want to see next. All the best for your next pageant.